Hello and welcome to Let's Dance with Charlotte Elizabeth. That's me. So, this podcast is going to cover everything from dance, health, fitness. I will include how to prepare for your first dance for your wedding or using that kind of scenario for special occasions. There will be planning hen parties and ideas for planning hen parties, but the main focus of this podcast is dance. I am the owner of Feel the Beats UK, and I'm going to get you all moving. So let's get on with the show. Hello and welcome back. So today's episode is it's kind of getting to know me, but in a different sense. So I shared last week that doesn't have to be perfect. And as you know, I'm currently going through a bit of a rebuild and I'm working things out. And I've realised that as much as I'm trying to share my expertise, I haven't really given you a glimpse of what it's like to work with me. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So it might go a little bit on a tangent, but you know by now, that's just me. So when you work with me, this is what you get. Little bubbly, a little bit wacky, but I become your best friend. So if you booked me for your first dance lessons, 9 times out of 10, you've had a consultation with me. You've probably met me at a wedding fair, so you possibly already get my vibe. You already get that I have your 100% best intentions at heart, that I am here to help you feel confident, that I am not going to create you a massive Strictly Come Dancing routine, unless that's what you want. That I am going to become your best friend. I am going to put your dress, your suits, your shoes, your surrounding all into consideration when it comes to the choreography. I am absolutely going to ask you for your ideas and your input because we work together. So yes, I will come to you with the ideas on your first lesson, but knowing that they're going to change because it might not look right on you, that what I've imagined in my head, because most of my choreography happens in my head, I do have a very supportive partner who will occasionally let me use him as a guinea pig because if he can pick it up, I know that most couples will be able to pick it up because being able to teach it to someone that's not a dancer is a skill, massive skill that I'm very aware of. And it's a skill that I'm still refining. Each couple teaches me something different. Each couple teaches me a different way to teach because they understand things differently. I'm on my own journey still. I'm learning through my dyslexia, my dyspraxia, how to translate dance stuff in a non-dancey way. Again, it's a skill. And couples teach me things, so they will come up with ideas. I'm like, okay, I love that. That doesn't work with your dress, but it helps me know what they want. So I come with ideas, but we massively change. And sometimes I completely scrap my whole choreography and on the spot had to come up with something. But I become your best friend because my job is to help you feel at ease. And normally I only have 4 lessons, which some would say, well, that's not a lot. You can get a lot done while still having fun. So, yes, your lessons are an hour and a half. They're not jam-packed of right start to finish, we're just dancing. I do get to know you as a couple so that when I'm doing further choreography for your routine, I can bring your relationship into that routine. Because at the end of the day, it's your first dance. And I'm not going to be there on your wedding day to know if you've done it right or not. Yes, couples send me their video, but it doesn't matter by that point. You've done it. I'm not stood there in the corner going, oh, no, that bit, or this timing, or that. I'm giving you the confidence to take my material, make it your own, and go and shine. Wow your guests. And be proud of what you've learned in a short space of time. Some couples book longer, but the average is 4 lessons. But you get me. This bubbly kind of, like I say, I do become your best friend. I'm there to help. The first dance should not be stressful. As you'll know from my book, which is coming, it is all about helping you prepare for your first dance. Whilst it is the last thing in the wedding planning you do, it shouldn't be the last thing you plan. And it's a big thing trusting someone that you don't really know into your home, which is your sacred space, your safety zone. And I do that for two reasons. One, you're at ease. So you're naturally relaxed to start with. Two, I'm keeping your costs down because you don't have to hire a venue unless you feel that you have a postage stamp of a living room and you're going to struggle to learn your routine and moves in that space. Then absolutely look at your local community halls. But I'm deliberately putting you in your comfort zone to make something that is out of your comfort zone less scary. You can keep it secret for a little bit longer. Because I don't film your lessons at home. I film for our benefit, so to help you practice, but it doesn't go anywhere. It's probably something I should share, but for me, your home is your sacred space, and it's a big thing to allow that to go out online. So if a couple lets me, then great. If not, I just take the final footage and go, look what I did. But more importantly, look what they did. I helped them, but they were the ones that went and did it. And it is so magical when I see those videos because I've seen you start from the really anxious, not really understanding, fumbling over each other's feet, to just going out there with the most confidence you've probably ever had in your life and do something that's completely out of your comfort zone. You will also find that a couple that has had lessons for their first dance are the couple that also relaxed from the whole of their wedding. Because it's just given them that inner calm. They know that it's okay. And what will be, will be. So that's what it's like working with me for your first dance. When it comes to a hen party, majority of the bookings of the hen parties I have done haven't been a direct booking. They've come through like a third party agency, for want of a better word. So you haven't had that consultation period with me. So my job is even harder because your only communication with me is probably in the few days before the hen party, me introducing myself via text, because I'm not just going to randomly ring you because you're not going to answer a random phone number. So it's usually by text to say, hey, Charlotte, I'm leading your dance class this weekend for Hannah's hen party. Really looking forward to it. Just want to check, are there any requirements? Do you have a particular song you want to use for the warm-up? Are there any injuries or things I need to be aware of? I know the theme, but I'm showing that I'm going to tailor the lesson for you. I turn up. I'm always early so that I can assess the room. Anything that needs changing is done before you arrive. I've had hen parties that have been the function room of a pub on a Saturday morning who have had a Friday evening function. And it's a good job I was early because the room wasn't ready. And I've had to move all the chairs and tables around to make it ready for you. You don't know that. I'm just there ready. Hi, I'm Charlotte. I'm here to run your dance class. We're going to do a Spice Girl theme today. So I hope you've got your inner Spice Girl. Who's going to be Baby Spice? Who's going to be Scary Spice? I want to see all of that in the routine. You pick a Spice Girl and we're going to go with it. Rock it out. And I'm that kind of bubbly thing. 9 times out of 10, there's no mirrors. So I'm doing it with my back to you, so I can't see what's going on. So I have to stop and change and try and see how we're doing, how we're going. And we take breaks, water breaks, obviously. Although there are some that they tend to have an alcoholic drink in their drink break, but we've signed disclaimers that anything happens is not my fault. And I have a laugh with you. I ask what else have you done on the hen party, or I ask what you've got coming up. So you end up running a few minutes late when you come in. I double check, okay, what time's your next activity? Can we adjust so that I know what adjustments to my timings I need to make, if any? So I have had a group that have arrived a little bit late, and we've just had to adapt. And they've gone, as long as we've had a little bit of fun, we're okay. And that's my ethos for hen parties. I don't worry about you getting the moves because it's not about that. You've got an hour and a half to learn a dance routine. It's not about being able to perfect it. It's about having fun. So I always say to people, I'm not worried if you get this 100%, if you go the right way, the wrong way, if it just really doesn't make any sense. If you've had fun and you've got a massive smile on your face at the end of the day, I've done my job. Because I'm here to bring the fun. It's why I've renamed my hen parties the Let's Dance experience. Because it is an experience. So instead of it just being arts a themed dance class, it's an experience. You've picked the theme. I've put the playlist together for you. And we're going to create some Insta-worthy moments. So we're going to create some poses at the end. We'll do some poses at the beginning before you're a bit of a sweaty, and particularly in the summer when they're really hot. We'll take you before and afters. We'll do videos so that you've got the footage and the memories of your hen party. That's where I struggle with the third party booking. I don't get the footage. But there is something coming for that. There is something coming for that. So that's why I've decided I'm actually going to I'd been putting out this Let's Dance offer. And I realised that that's basically my hen party package. And I was like, well, actually, I don't need a hen party package and a birthday package and a this. Just call it the Let's Dance package. Whether you're doing a hen party or whatever, the logistics on my side are the same. So I'm going to charge the same. So that's something that's coming. So hen parties, birthday parties, celebrations, just because. It's all part of the Let's Dance experience. Everything I'm doing is experiences. First dance lessons from the comfort of home. Let's dance. Let's dance. I need to find that song, actually. That's just given me a brainwave on something else. So hopefully this little tangent of a ramble gives you an idea of what it's like to work with me. And it's part of the reason that in doing this rebrand, I put me front and centre. Because I'm no longer hiding behind a name. I am front and centre because it's me you book. It's me that turns up for your lessons. It's me you're trusting into your home. You need to get to know me. 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 So that's why it's Feel the Dance. Feel the Dance? Feel the Beats with Charlotte Elizabeth. Because it's me. It is 100% me. My 20 plus years experience whittled down into short vests. I am also building something exciting. But I'm keeping that under wraps for now. Because this episode is all about working with me. And I don't want to give it all away at once. I can get very excited. So I'm going to leave it there. A short little flavour of what it's like to work with me. If you do want to work with me, absolutely amazing. Drop me a message. Let's get onto a consultation call. That is basically like this. I ask what your ideas are. What are your thoughts and feelings? Okay, so this is how I work. And you either say yay or nay. So do you want me to be your bestie? Or your hype girl? Or whatever? Then let's have a chat. In the meantime, I will see you on the next episode.